watching Coach Shelton Harris's show.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
And you said that good.
Coach Shelton Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen.
All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, guys, y'all might want to buckle up for this one because the coach is going in on this video, and that's just the way that is. Okay, you know, a lot of y'all, you've asked me, a lot of y'all don't ask me, you know, Coach, could you speak on this situation? I want your opinion on what this, you know, what's happening here with Tyron Woodley and Dana White. Okay. A guy asked me the other day, Coach, you know, you got a good channel, man, but do you really care about growing your channel? And my answer really is no, okay? I don't care about growing this particular channel. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because, see, I don't want to get to the point where I'm selling my soul. I'm selling my soul to fighters and promote. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm just going to say what it is that I have to say. And that's how it is. And some of you, you're not going to like this video. That's fine. But I'm also going to understand the true flavor of culture. I'm going to understand. See, I'm going to understand. This video, to me, is going to be a thermometer. It's going to be a thermometer. But I'm going in, okay? So, Dana White, you know, you guys all heard the comment. He trashed Tyron Woodley. Trashed him. I mean, completely ripped this guy to shred. And, you know, Dana White acted as if there wasn't two people in there fighting. But the only person that he seemed to want to trash is Tyron Woodley, okay? So that's something in itself, man. But Dana White, man, he does have an issue, man. He's got an issue. He does not like Tyron Woodley. He's got an issue with a couple of guys that he really don't like. But I don't know, man. With Tyron Woodley, it's just more intense, man. It's more intense. And I'm not really a big fan of Dana White. I'm just not, man. You know, he's had his issues with Chris Cyborg. He trashed the hell out of her. Okay, he trashed Amanda Nunes. Whether we agree or not, you know, that's supposed to be your employer. And Amanda really, you know, actually respected him a lot. And he just went in and completely trashed Amanda Nunes. Didn't support her at all. But, you know, he'll support people like, you know, Super Saiyan Goku, Sage Norcut. He'll support, and plenty of people have pulled out of fights that he supported. Okay, a lot of people, I mean, you know, like some of you said, people pull out of fights all the time. That's what y'all said when I criticized Megan Anderson for doing it. That's what y'all said. Okay, people pull out of fights all the time. People get sick. It happens. Okay, it happens. It's not like, you know, this is an exact science on how people are going to feel on fight night. And I'm not defending people who pull out of fights. I'm not doing that. But what I'm telling y'all is he's defended plenty of people that had to pull out of a fight. So, I mean, but, you know, now we get to Tyron Woodley. And he ripped Tyron Woodley for his performance. You know, he didn't even say, hey, you know, Tyron stopped 24 takedown attempts. I mean, man, that's staggering. I mean, that is staggering. I mean, you got, Damian Maia, man, that's his specialty. This dude done took down his last 12 opponents, man. He done took down his last 12 opponents, man. And you couldn't take down Tyron Woodley. And this guy, Damian Maia, is the best at BJJ. Nobody wants to roll with Damian Maia because they'll get submitted. And Tyron Woodley, he explained that. Oh, he pretty much point blank explained exactly what happened. He said, okay. He said, so I go in there and I fight Damian Maia's game. If I go in there and fight his game, okay, and then I get submitted, you know, then, I mean, you know, what the hell? I'm not the champion anymore. They had a game plan, man. You saw what Tyron Woodley was doing in training camp. You saw. The guy was working on takedown defense the entire camp. He didn't even have to work on striking because he knew that Damian Maia couldn't strike with him. He knew that. Tyron Woodley spent that entire camp doing takedown defense. And instead of being commended like, dang, man, this dude, you know, he went in there and he won. He found a way to win against another dangerous opponent. He criticized him, you know, for Stephen Thompson, but there were two people in the octagon. There were two people in the octagon. And, you know, it's almost funny, it's ironic, just 11 months ago, Tyron Woodley, you know, had a KO, had a brutal KO against Robbie Lawler. People just forget about that, man. And now, you know, you want to call the man boring. I didn't think it was boring. I thought the man fought a very strategic fight. And I thought he did it with a lot of IQ that a lot of fighters in MMA, they don't possess. You know, a lot of these guys, they go right in and they just start throwing a barrage of punches and then they get hurt. I mean, that's how you don't have longevity in a career. And I'm with them, you know. It's not cool because who the hell gonna take care of Tyron Woodley ass if he get brutally KO? I mean, y'all see what happened to Christine Cyborg ex-husband? I mean, dude got his skull cracked in. This, you know what, man? This is not a game. Okay, this ain't some game, man, that you hit reset. Okay, that you push the Xbox and you get reset, and then you start over again. Nah, man. When these guys get injured, it's real. This is their livelihood. I mean, you know, and Dana White, he come out, man, and there are several fighters that this guy, man, and I'm telling y'all, man, well, coach, man, here you are, man, you're trying to race bait. Nah, it just seemed like the fighters that he really go in. He go in on a lot of people, but man, I mean, for blacks and Brazilians, it's like this dude will amp it up a whole nother level. I told y'all I'm gonna be real in this video. I mean, hell, I mean, the way this guy treated Amanda Nunes. I mean, are you serious? Even if you disagree, man, damn, you should have pulled the girl aside and said, you know what, Amanda, I think you full of S. No, man, he ain't even talked to her, man. And he had a chance to actually, you know, tell her that she full of S on the phone. No, man, this guy waited to get out on social media to throw her under the bus. Damn it. You know what? If you're going to do that, you know, he need to have enough to go around. And he got his favorites that he ain't going to touch. He got his favorites that he will not touch. Okay? And, you know, he ain't say nothing. He said nothing about Ronda Rousey. Completely ignoring fans and media. And that's an obligation. That's in your contract. You got to talk to the media. You have to. Because that promotes the brand. No, he excused that, man. Completely done that. And I'm not saying that these are the same situations, but see, you got dumbasses who gonna come to the video, and of course they're not gonna watch the entire video. They're gonna read the title and leave a stupid ass comment for you. That's what they're gonna do. So I ignore people like that. But I'm just saying though, man, you know, he'll support certain fighters, but dang it, he throw other ones under the bus. And I was telling Amanda Nunes, I was like, Amanda, why are you so big up on Dana White? Because the minute that you do something wrong, or the minute you do something that he don't approve of, he gonna throw you under the bus. And what did he do? He threw her under the bus. And then, you know, trying to bully Demetrius Johnson, man. I mean, hell, why can't Demetrius Johnson fight the best guy in the division? You know what? Why does he have to fight a guy that Dana White trying to, you know, do a favor for? Are you serious? Then he trashed Demetrius Johnson, you know, threatening to take away the whole division. What the hell, man? I mean, man, I don't know. But Tyron Woodley wanted his apology, and I believe him. And he said, listen, I got some stuff. Now, there are a couple of things that, you know, there are a couple of things that Tyron Woodley probably know. And a lot of y'all been, you know, it's been some speculations, man. Been a lot of speculation, especially, you know, him giving Cynthia Calvillo, you know, access to his private jet. And they were on it. I mean, it's a lot of speculation with that, man. You know, me, personally, I don't know. I don't want to make a speculation like that unless it's actually true because, you know, you're talking about somebody's character, you know. And then it's like, you know, people would do anything to take away from Cynthia Calvillo's early success because, I mean, Dana White couldn't go in the octagon and fight for Cynthia Calvillo. So I don't want to start speculating on that just yet. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to make an assumption. I don't want to do anything like that until there's more, just more. Or now if Tyron Woodley dropped the bomb, and if that's what he got to say, oh man, it's going to get real in the world of MMA. It's going to get real. But you know what? Dana White is straight up buster, man. He a straight up buster. And he do this to certain fighters, man. I mean, you know, the way they treated Cyborg, the name calling that Cyborg, yeah, I mean, man, it's crazy. And then, you know, he found it kind of, you know, comical. Or he thought it was, he chuckled a little bit when he figured out that Cyborg was getting, you know, got assumingly got popped for that diuretic that she got an exemption for that people still want to bring up. Oh, he thought that was funny. Oh, he thought it was funny. And you know what? You know what's weird about that? He's got a hit list. Dana White has a hit list of fighters. And let me tell you something. If Tyron Woodley retired today, Dana White would be the happiest dude. Because, see, Dana White wants that belt to go to somebody that he truly loves, such as a Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And I'm just being real, okay? Guys, you have to understand who the UFC markets to. You guys got to understand that, man. And the minority audience, it's just not it, man. And that's just how it is. That's how they make their money. When they market to these good old boys, when they market to the good old boy guys, that's how they getting paid. But, you know, the UFC is so dumb because instead of, you know, really spreading that out and really marketing to everybody and trying to get everybody on board, they don't want to expand their market. They don't want to do that. They want to market to one type because this is the sport, man. You know, first, you know, it was boxing, you know. And then, you know, you had a lot of minorities, man, taking a lot of interest in boxing. And so a lot of these guys that they can't fight, they can't box. Okay, they do MMA because they would get knocked the hell out in boxing. I'm just being honest. That's just real. Boxing, kickboxing, these good old boys, they would get knocked out, man. So what did they have to do? They had to go to another sport. And MMA, hey, it's all around. You don't have to be a great boxer. You don't have to be a great striker. You don't have to be a great wrestler. You don't have to be great at any one area to be successful in MMA. You don't have to be. You can be a complete fighter being average in all the areas, and that's enough to get you by. So MMA, to me, yeah, it's a great sport. I enjoy watching it. But Dana White can't pull an okie doke over my eyes, man. He can't do it. Look, I know what this guy doing, man. You're trying to destroy the man. There are many fighters that fight like Tyron Woodley. I bet y'all can name me 10. I can name plenty of them. GSP fight like that. What the hell? He don't even engage most of the time. And when he do, you know, he just gets you on the ground and lay there. Well, no, he don't. I'm a GSP fan, so I ain't going to say that. But he keeps these guys on the ground, okay? He keeps them on the ground. And, you know, he's working from the ground. GSP don't do a whole lot. But he don't really say much about a lot of fights, man, that people say was boring. I just thought Tyron Woodley picked Damian Maia apart and did what he was supposed to do. But they say that to Floyd Mayweather. They say that to any black fighter. They say that to any black fighter. You know, the hate and criticism that Danielle Taylor was getting. Y'all remember that? They was calling her little apes and little niggers and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what they was doing. But that's how she fights. That's how not Caitlin Vieira, but that's how Vivian Pereira. That's how she fights. I mean, they fight. They don't take a lot of damage. They don't want to take damage, man. Because these men and these women, like them, they're going to do something outside of MMA. Tyron Woodley is probably going to, you know, he's going to end up commentating. And he even said that, you know, I want to commentate. When I'm done with MMA, I want to be a professional commentator. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to commentate, you know, coherently with brain damage. I mean, that's just how that is. It's just the way that is. So I mean, you know, yeah. And I really want to know. And I reached out to Tyron Woodley. I don't know, because you reach out to a lot of these fighters and their managers, man. Some of them, they ain't gonna fool with you, man. Some of them will, but you know, it is what it is. You know, if they don't respond back, I'm not beating the door down with some of these fighters, man. I don't do that, man. If you know they respond and we got a time set up, now I got a policy. Okay, if they miss more than 2 appointment times with me, I don't even fool with them no more, man. I just, you know, hey, you do what you do, and I do what I do. But this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. Subscribe.